This era is the Terence Crawford era.
Nobody, man. You haven't beat anybody.
The first thing that I noticed is the size difference when it comes to Errol Spence Terence Crawford. Now, we already knew that Errol Spence was going to be the bigger guy, but it seemed like Errol Spence was clearly the bigger guy when face-to-face against Terence Crawford this time, right? Now, back in Oklahoma years ago, Crawford may have had some Timbs on or something to kind of boost his height a little bit. But now Errol Spence definitely looks like the bigger guy in height and just period, right? But Errol Spence and Terence Crawford had their press conference today. The fight that every boxing fan across the world has been waiting for. I'm just so excited. I really don't know what to say. I'm glad to see both guys got it together, man. You know, because at the end of the day, despite who you got winning this thing, this is what we want to see as boxing fans. And this fight right here should take boxing to a new level. We should be totally done with the Mayweather era, and we're going to be going into a new era. It could potentially be the Terence Crawford era or the Errol Spence era. We're going to find out July 29th. But Errol Spence seemed to get a little annoyed by Terence Crawford gloating about some of his accolades and accomplishments in the sport.
We capture the welterweight champion in 2 divisions, and that would solidify me as the greatest fighter of this era.
Definitely not, man. I'm not gonna lie, Tyron got the best matchmakers in the business. You ain't fought nobody, man. You haven't beat anybody undisputed at 140. Who you fought at 135, and who you fought at 147. Even you fought Sean Porter. Even Sean Porter said,
"What did I do to Sean Porter that you couldn't
Sean
do?"
Porter said he did not train like he should. He didn't do the things that his daddy told him to do. What are you talking about? Even his daddy said it. Even his daddy said it.
You butthurt that I got the
Even his daddy said it.
You butthurt.
Even Kell Brook, he was already broken.
So was he broken when you fought?
No, he wasn't broken.
How come
I broke the other eye.
He came off of.
I broke the other eye. Yeah, that's how I got broke. That's how I got broke.
He came off of stoppage.
What does it matter?
He came off of stoppage, and then he fought you.
What does it matter?
Months prior.
What does it matter?
So was he broken or not?
No, he wasn't broken. No, he wasn't broken.
Yeah, you're right.
You right.
What are you talking about? I had the same surgery he had, and what happened? So what they say about you then? You fight me then?
I'm gonna break the other eye.
So what they?
And yeah, as you heard them go back and forth about common opponents. I mean, look, Terence Crawford handled Sean Porter and Kell Brook way better than Errol Spence did. Now, Errol Spence tried to back his case, the fact that Kell Brook was quote unquote fresher. I can't endorse that, Errol, because he was coming off a surgery. He was coming down from 2 weight classes. There's a lot of factors that goes into play, and that's if we want to go there, right? Because Errol Spence went there, you right? In reality, Terence Crawford stopped Kell Brook in 4 rounds. In reality, Terence Crawford stopped Sean Porter in 9 rounds. Errol Spence, it took him a little longer to stop Kell Brook, and he didn't stop Sean Porter at all and went to a split decision. Of course, Kenny Porter threw some salt all over Terence Crawford's victory to now where the win that Crawford obtained over Sean Porter, it seemed like it just never even happened. It seemed like it just don't even count, right? Thanks to Kenny Porter's hating ass, he did that to Terence Crawford. So now the victory over Sean Porter don't mean nothing. However, July 29th, that's going to mean everything, right? Because stylistically, in my opinion, Crawford is all wrong for Errol Spence Jr. And based off some of the energy that we've seen in the press conference, while Spence may have took a few shots, said we go boil the crawfish and we go break him, overall, I sensed that Team Crawford was almost more certain that they was going to get the job done. They seemed to be dead certain that they was going to get the job done July 29th. But this is a great day for boxing fans. So we got the next one tomorrow. It's going to be in, I believe it's in New York, right? It's going to be in New York tomorrow. Part 2 to the press conference. Derrick James and Errol Spence came with matching glasses on and all that. And, you know, this I almost can't believe this thing is happening. Because for a long time, it seemed like it wasn't going to happen. And us boxing fans, we always get the short end of the stick to where we just don't get the fights that we want to see. But in 2023, we've been getting the fights that we want to see. And we getting the fight that we all want to see in Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. So my hat goes off to both fighters, right? Even though I got my pick, right, of who I think is going to win the fight, ultimately, I'm just happy that this thing is happening, right? Salute to both fighters. Got a lot of respect for both fighters. But It's going to take a lot more than will to beat Terence Crawford. Must be careful not to get lulled into Errol Spence's type of fight. And I'm thinking that's what Errol Spence is counting on, to lull Crawford into a dogfight. He said some things today that I didn't expect him to say that made this press conference a lot more entertaining. We're going to roll him up and smoke him. It's legal in Vegas. And, Errol Spence said a lot of witty things, right? It almost felt like it just fired up on him out of nowhere. He just started, we go boil the crawfish and all this. And Bud Crawford said it's going to be his era, and pretty much that he's going to beat Errol Spence Jr., okay? I mean, what else do you want me to say? We all seen it. I'm sure you guys seen it, but it's just my reaction to it. I can't wait to see this fight. We're going to react to the press conference tomorrow, and then we're going to do a live stream to discuss everybody's opinions on what they saw at the press conference and what they predict for this fight, right? I mean, predictions can change, things can change, but I'm banking on most people who had their picks years ago is going to still stay with the same guy, right? But yeah, whatever the case may be, much respect to Terence Crawford, much respect to the big fish, Errol Spence. Salute to their teams, right? Salute to everybody that made this happen. Salute to Showtime Boxing. I mean, I'm just excited as a fight fan in general, and I cannot wait for the next one. Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.